Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video lesson. I would begin this lesson with a couple of questions. What if you were given a chance to have a free tour of the world? Which country would you go first? What if you got Aladdin's Chirag? What would you wish for? The answers to these questions will lead you to generate conditional sentences, and that is the topic of today's video. If you want to understand the conditional sentences, watch the whole video. There are four types of conditional sentences: zero, first, second, and third. But today we will just do first two conditional, the zero and the first. The conditionals can be similar but not the same. Every conditional sentence has two clauses: if clause and the result clause. If clause is also called the condition clause, and there is also one main clause which we call result clause that tells you that if a certain thing happens, what would be the result. So every conditional sentence has two clauses: if clause and the result clause. Let's begin with the zero conditional. Zero conditional these sentences are also called the factual conditionals. This type of conditionals are called the factual conditionals because they are based on reality. They are the general truths that does not change. They remain the same. We use such kind of conditionals to talk about the facts and the truths. Let's look at the formula. Yes, in zero conditional, in if clause, we use if plus present simple tense. And in the result clause or the main clause, we use present simple. In both type of clauses, we use the same tense. Let's look at example. If you heat the ice, it melts. This is a truth. It's a fact. If I see a word, a difficult word or a new word, I use a dictionary. Let's do some more examples. If I get sick, I go to a doctor. So these are the truths. These are the things that remains the same. They don't change because they are based on reality. If you leave the ice cream in the sun, it melts. Again, a truth. So these conditionals are based on the reality, they are based on the facts, and they are generally true. They could be the scientific facts. For example, if you heat the water at 100 degrees centigrade, it boils and it turns into steam. So this condition will always have the same result. So zero conditional is purely based on the facts or on the reality. Now let's move to the first conditional. Let's look at the uses of first conditional. Generally, it tells about a possible future situation, a possibility in the coming future. It predicts a likely result in the future. Like if this thing happens, that will be the result of that situation. Let's look at the formula. We use if plus present simple tense in the condition clause or the if clause. And in the result clause, we use will plus first form of verb. Let's look at couple of examples. If it rains, we'll cancel the trip. It's a possibility in the future. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, you will pass the exam. If you don't leave soon, you will miss the train. Or we may also say, if it rains, I will take an umbrella. So these are the future possibilities. We are predicting a likely action that may happen in the future. So we may say, in the end, we may say that zero and first conditionals are close to reality. Zero conditional is general. It's totally based on reality. It's based on the truth. And in first conditional, the situation becomes a bit more specific. From general to it moves to the particular or a specific situation. So in this video, we have discussed zero and first conditional. Inshallah, in the next video, I'll explain the second and third conditional. Till then, Allah Hafiz.